Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk stripes, and the reason is because they're just really popular for spring, and we have them. They're hard to find right now in the stores. From my vendors, the stripes, because everybody's wanted stripes. So when I do stripes, I look for a pattern that has multiple pieces, and the reason I do that is because I want to play with the stripes, and the stripes give me the pieces give me an availability to take the stripes and change them or elevate them to something that's not just normal. And I just love classic with a twist is really what it's kind of about. So the first thing I did is I made a 3-piece little pattern set for you. They're knits and wovens. The patterns are 129, 231, and 518. Now the reason I chose those 3 is they're all parts and pieces, and they can be mixed up and changed around, and they're knits and wovens. So regardless of whether you choose wovens or knits, you can take and change up the piece because there's parts to the pattern, if that makes sense. So let's look at the one I have on. I typically, like an everyday type thing, I'll grab leggings or yoga pants. And when I grab one of those two, I just want a fun, fresh top to put on with it. One that is just contemporary and yet again classic, kind of like with a little bit of twist. And I found that's what I got with this one, which is 518. This is Walters Front Tie Blouse. It's the one I have on. So let me talk about the process that I went through. I took the stripe, and I love this stripe because this is a viscose. It's a stripe that's not a stripe, but it's a stripe. And I love the kind of the curved stripes, which gave it a blend between masculine and feminine. So I could kind of do anything I wanted to do with it. So I looked at this pattern and I really wanted to keep it simple. So I did the following changes. Oh, I lengthened it again because I know that my draw is either yoga pants or leggings. And if it's yoga pants, I'll tuck it in and I'll wear a cardigan with it. If it's leggings, I'll wear it out. So I wanted a little bit longer length to go over the leggings if I decided to wear leggings, number one. Number two, there's 10 pieces to this pattern, but 4 of them are the sleeve. So I decided, nope, that's going to go away. So I used the sleeve from Classic Blouse, and then I simply put a wide elastic band at the bottom. Like I used a 1/2 inch, or you could even use an inch. An inch would be really pretty. I've seen that where the gathering at the bottom, it's a gathered wrist, but it's an inch wide and it gives a very pretty finish to the wrist line. So I used my Classic Blouse sleeve, which is a 1-piece sleeve, and it left out 4 pieces, which are the pattern 518 has a 2-piece sleeve plus a slit plus a, what's it called? A band at the bottom, a cuff. Thank you, a cuff. So I left out those 4 pieces and substituted for 1 pieces. So I had the top and the bottom here, the tie, the collar, and the front facing, and the back, and the sleeve. So I eliminated the 10 pieces to 6 is what I did. That's just what I did, again, because I wanted it simplistic. So I lengthened it, I changed out the sleeve, and then the other thing I did is there was no reason for me to do buttons and buttonholes. A lot of the blouses right now have invisible plackets. Instead of doing that, I just stitched them together. I just did a regular front facing, laid them on top of each other, and stitched them down the front. I can slip it over my head. I left it open down 7 inches, which is where I typically put my first button and buttonhole. And if I wanted to, I could put a couple buttons there, but with a print, you just don't see it anyway. The details are just not as visible with a print. If you're learning to sew, a print is a great place to start because it hides a lot of the flaws. Simply can't see them. So anyway, prints are always going to be our friend. So that's what I did on this one to change it up. And if I'm going to show you a close-up picture of this, because what I want you to see is in the reason I chose these panels is you can see that one of the stripes goes vertical, one of the stripes goes horizontal. In the upper panel I'm talking about now, look and see, one is vertical, one is horizontal. Those are very subtle changes, but again, what I wanted was kind of classic with a twist. And then if you notice the tie I did on a bias. So it gave it a little more ability to flow and hang and do all those things I wanted, and it gave a little bit of different appearance to the stripes. So stripes are our friend. We put up 6 new fabrics today. Stripes, they're just wonderful to use and spring sew, and there's terrible winter storms going on throughout the country. It's literally below freezing here, but this is a great transition piece. So you can see that I have it on and in this summer, and you know, throughout the spring, I'll be able to wear it. For right now, it's got to be layered. So I can take and put my little cardigan on top of it, and it really works well as just a layer or a piece. So this viscose, you know, this viscose, both of these are viscose, and what used to be ITY knits are now visco. We're kind of stepping up a little bit because ITY knits, they're wonderful. Some people love them, some people can't stand them, but I don't know of anybody who doesn't love viscose knits. They are just fabulous. And viscose is a rayon, except it's a very, I'm going to say upscale rayon. It's an Italian's where they've taken the rayon, they've increased the twist because they could, and that's what the viscose is. It's kind of an upscale rayon, but it's a beautiful fabric to work with. You know, whenever I work with a fabric, I like it when I start it, but I love it by the time I finish because of how easy it is to sew the parts and the pieces. So here's the good news. The good news is we've got them for you. The goal is happy sewing from Silhouette Patterns.